Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name's David J. Burney.
Well, hi. My name is Brent James Apperson. Hello.
We are like pigs in confinement.
Are we now?
You used to say we're like pigs in slop.
Ah.
Or pigs in mud.
You're right.
But
yeah.
We're like pigs in confinement.
Okay.
Because we are being fed a steady supply as they do in confinement. They have these feeders and augers,
yes.
and they run feed in from the outside from an auger, and it's the food's there all the time.
Yeah.
Well, that's what's happening here. We are in heaven with cinnamon rolls.
Oh, man, yes.
So we are like pigs in mud, slop, or confinement.
Yes. Bless the Anselmo Myrna group that brought in all the cinnamon rolls yesterday.
Still munching on those.
Yeah. I got to be honest, as the day went along and I kept eating them,
Yeah.
I almost changed my mind on which one I liked better.
They were all good.
They were good.
They were all really good. Welcome to the Breakfast Show on this Thursday. We got a busy show lined up for you. We're excited about the show today. We'll be going to Gateway Motors to talk with Thomas McCaslin and the crew about their addition. They've been working on for a while now, and you've seen it go up, and it means that Mopar is available on the lot, along with Chevy and GMCs, and they'll tell us all about it.
Think there'll be popcorn there?
Maybe
Sorry,
not.
I couldn't. Sorry, Thomas. I couldn't resist. Sometimes Dave rubs off on me.
Well, maybe this afternoon. We'll find out. I
Okay.
don't know if they'll have popcorn this morning, but we're going to be there around 8:30, and that's exciting. That's a great story. And also a great weekend again, much like last. You have a choice of 3 different festivals, I believe. Myrna Heritage Days, and Sumner and Oconto all having celebrations over this 4th of July weekend. And we'll be broadcasting today from Sumner and tomorrow from Myrna and Oconto. So we've got a couple good shows lined up for you, as usual. And we'll also be visiting with Matt from Subway today. Plus, we'll be talking about stock car racing because they'll be doing that this holiday weekend in Lexington as well. And, of course, fireworks are on sale. We're going to tell you a little bit about that. Those are some of the things that we'll be discussing today.
Sounds good.
I was hoping, if I went and worked with Thomas McCaslin, they would round up and give me, like one of those new Chevy Camaros.
Oh, wow.
And
You're
then-
thinking big. I was thinking you were just going to say like a new hat or something, but you're like thinking he'll just give you a car.
That would be nice.
Wow. Okay.
And as long as he's feeling generous,
Oh.
how about one of those Chargers?
Oh, yeah. Those are nice.
Nice, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or a big old pickup, Mopar pickup. Hemi.
Maybe he'll just, well, we have a couple of vehicles here
Yes.
at the radio station, and they're basically, I think we look at them as the radio station car, but they're basically termed Christie's car and Shannon's car.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
That's what we basically refer to them as.
Say drive them most of the time.
Yeah. So maybe Thomas would be interested in just giving us a breakfast show car.
And he could have Gateway Motors on it along with our call
yeah.
letters. We'd work with him on
Well,
it.
of course.
Well, I'll see if I can talk
It'd
to
be a great way of advertising for him.
It would. It'd be probably very beneficial
Yes.
for Gateway.
And that's what we're thinking about.
I like your idea.
Yeah, thanks.
I think you could even have a little, signature on the side. Shannon's car.
Yeah.
Christie's car.
Oh, don't give him that idea.
Oh, just to Christy kind of topped off the day yesterday. She kind of come in and said, well, you're not going to like this.
Oh.
You know how Christy does.
Oh, yes.
The car we just got to replace the other one
Yeah.
now has a big crack across the window. I don't know. I don't know how many windows we've cracked here.
Oh, man.
A chip.
Is
little,
Christy responsible? Was she the one driving it when it got a chip in the windshield?
Well,
Because
she
it wasn't me.
She didn't leave town yesterday with it, so I I think the chip might have been there, so I don't know who
Oh.
was driving when the chip occurred.
I see.
I'm sure they'll come in and confess,
Well, yeah.
whoever it is.
We're always quick to do that around
Oh,
here.
yeah. Happy birthday to Tony Reinhardt, to Judy McCaslin, Judy Hanson McCaslin, and Amanda Lee Toby. Happy birthday to you. You are celebrating your birthday today, if you're having one, with Mike Tyson.
Hey, all right.
And that doesn't mean you need to go out and bite somebody's ear.
Didn't I see, it was like recently, it was the anniversary of that fight. Like 20, was it 20 years or more than 20-year anniversary?
Well, he's
of
56, so yeah, that would have, that would have made him in his mid-30s.
Yeah,
Right.
I can't remember what, but it was, some special anniversary of the ear fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he is the boxer whose face is tattooed.
Mm-hmm.
His punches are unforgettable. Not so fun fact, by the time he was 13, he was arrested 38 times. He had some troubles. Michael Phelps is celebrating his 37th birthday today.
Oh, the swimmer.
Yep. Declared Olympian of all time and decorated with 28 medals. Maybe more impressive, when he's swimming, he eats 12,000 calories per day
Wow.
because he burns off that much energy. David Allen Greer is 66 today, actor, comedian. Got noticed for his years on Living Color before moving to roles in Bad Teacher and Life with Bonnie and the Cool Kids. I'm not familiar with him, but are you?
I am.
I figured
yeah,
you were.
I remember him when he was on In Living Color.
Okay.
Yeah, funny guy.
Fantasia is 38 today.
American Idol winner.
She started clear back in 2004 when she got on the air with that, and has really done well since then. And those are some of the birthdays that you're celebrating your birthday with, if you're having one today. Now, here's a note. Very important flash from CBS.
Yes.
Howard Stern
Oh.
is considering running for president again.
Wow.
He's done this before. He's run for some political offices, but they never know whether he's serious or not.
Right.
Now, we should have learned our lesson with Donald Trump, because he ran once and everybody kind of chuckled, and he ran again, and I'll join the guilty as charged. I thought, oh, here we go again. He's, Donald Trump. He's going to run for office. He's just a rich kid who, forget about it. Don't worry about it. And you know what happened. So don't count Howard Stern out.
Wow. I'm sorry.
Think about it.
I know. Well, I'm kind of trying not to, actually. Wow. Howard Stern running the country.
Yep.
Huh.
He's talking about running on his show,
Okay.
XM show, because he is displeased with the state of the country and announced that he wants to run for president of the United States. The 68-year-old shock jock says he wants to overturn the BS, get rid of the Electoral College, I would raise my hand there, and appoint new Supreme Court justices.
Oh.
He has a running mate already.
Oh, he does?
Yep. Bradley Cooper.
Oh, the actor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Back in 1994, Stern briefly ran for New York governor as a libertarian.
Yeah.
So don't count him out.
That was going to be my question. What will he run as?
I don't know whether he'll make that decision. Probably.
I would say I would guess independent.
Yeah, or
for
libertarian
Howard.
maybe.
Or libertarian.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But again, history tells us don't discard that idea.
I thought The Rock was going to run for president.
He was talking about it. Now that guy might have a chance too.
Yeah.
Girls like him.
Yeah.
I mean,
He's
well,
he certainly has name recognition.
oh boy, when Cynthia worked here, all you had to do was mention his name and she got all red.
Oh man.
Let's play the game.
Okay. Got a couple of just general trivia questions to wrap up the week here for you. On a dartboard. Have you played darts?
Not for a while, but have played.
Okay. On a dartboard, what number is directly opposite of number 1?
Ooh. You'd have to play a few darts to know
on a
that.
dartboard, what number is directly opposite number 1? Your choices are number 2, number 10, number 15, or number 19. On a dartboard, what number is directly opposite number 1? Is it 2, 10, 15, or 19? If you know, call us at 872-2801.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, you wouldn't think it is, but...
Phone's ringing, though.
Okay, all right.
Here we go.
Happy 4th of July from all of us at Bo Bootery. What's more perfect for summer than a pair of sandals or flip-flops? Come snag a new pair and save 25% right now. We have sizes available for the entire family. Celebrate our country's independence and celebrate beautiful summer days with sandals and flip-flops. 25% off at your home-owned shoe store, Bo Bootery, on the square in Broken Bow.
Ag producers, now's the time for warm season soil builder cover crop mixes from AeroSeed. There are several mixes to provide additional grazing, hay, and forage resources while building your soil. Choose from a standard mix for cover cropping and grazing, a midsummer grazing blend, multi-cut hay mix, a summer plant for winter grazing mix, or warm season silage blend. Log on to aeroseed.com or visit with your local AeroSeed dealer to learn more about these summer soil builder mixes for grazing, hay, and silage.
7:43, we have a caller on the line. I believe we have Jennifer on the air this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, not too darn bad. What are you going to do today? What are you up to?
I'm going to work today.
Oh, boy. Well, it's all, this week's went by pretty fast. It's already Thursday.
I'm just thankful I work in the air conditioning.
No
Yeah,
kidding.
amen to that.
97 or 8 yesterday, so we hear you. All right, here's your question.
Okay, Jennifer, on a dartboard, what number is directly opposite number 1? Is it 2, 10, 15, or 19?
19.
19, you
Whoa.
got it. Yep. And because you've answered correctly, we have for you a certificate that's going to get you a free 6-inch sub at Subway in Broken
All right.
Bow. So come on out and see us.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Jennifer, do you play darts?
I used to.
Used to. Yeah, I wouldn't have remembered that.
If I would have included the number 20 on the list of choices, would that have made it more difficult?
No.
No, okay.
I know where 20 is.
Okay.
Thanks, Jennifer.
All right.
Take care.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Because that would have been my guess. I think if I wouldn't have had any choices, I would have said 20. But no, it's 19.
Jennifer knows her darts.
Yeah.
Let's see here. 7:45 is your time. Yet to come this half hour, we'll be hearing a report from Dave Davis, Farmers National. Christy's younger sister, I believe, will be on the air with us. So that's coming up. In the meantime, we're going to play these messages for you.
Let freedom from high prices ring at Gary Superfoods. These awesome prices and many more are good through Tuesday. Smithfield all-natural boneless pork sirloin chops are $2.49 a pound, and 10-pound tubes of 85% lean ground beef are $3.49 a pound. 10-ounce USDA choice boneless ribeye steaks are $8.99. Grab up delicious 2-pound packages of strawberries for only $3.99, and whole seedless watermelons are $4.99 each. Gary Superfoods, South B Street in Broken Bow.
You're invited to Faith Family Freedom Revival, July 3rd through the 5th in Burwell, sponsored by the Churches of Burwell. This event will have fun, food, and fellowship for the whole family. Sunday's guest is Ron Brown. Monday events include Dino Kartsanakis and Daniel King, and Tuesday wraps up with Daniel King. This 3-day event includes message, worship, lunch, kids camp, and worship service. For more information, contact Pastor Serene at 308-214-1636 or Pastor Joel at 402-340-3370. Faith Family Freedom Revival in Burwell, July 3rd through the 5th.
This is a very important day, my co-host.
Is it now? Okay, what are we celebrating today?
Social Media Day.
Is it now?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I'm just, you know what? I'm just gonna get out my phone right now, and I'm just gonna spend the rest of the show on Twitter. Just kidding. Really,
Well,
social media isn't every day social media day in today's world?
Yes, you're exactly right, because depending on your friends, every day is Social Media Day, as this year there are 4.62 billion social media users worldwide. That's nearly a billion more than last year and equals more than half of the global population, not including bots or robots. Real
Yeah,
people.
Yeah.
Wow. It's also, this one I really think is cool. National Social Media Day. National Bomb Pop Day. Do you remember
Oh.
the bomb pop?
I do, yeah.
The rocket popsicle is
Yes.
what most of us think about. They look like a rocket ship with blue and white red sections on it.
Uh-huh.
The pop was supposed to represent the American military and their power. It was invented in Kansas City, Missouri in 1955, a symbol of patriotism and, of course, a very good marketing tool as well.
Yeah.
The America's atomic arsenal during the Cold War with the Soviets was what they were thinking about when they created the National Bomb Pop or Rocket Popsicle. It's also National Handshake Day.
Is it now?
It's coming back after COVID. There for a while, you just
Yeah.
bumped elbows. Most of us prefer, I think, in this part of the country to shake hands, but you think about it as being a good gesture to shake somebody's hand, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. How
Nice,
you doing?
Yeah, gesture, kind of a symbol of hello.
Nice to see you again, sort of thing. Well, it was invented by the Greeks nearly 2,000 years ago as a symbol of peace.
Oh.
Later, medieval knights would shake the hands of opponents to jiggle loose any hidden weapons.
Oh, okay.
So there you go. You've got the handshake to be a gentleman, and then you
Yes.
got to find out whether they got a knife up your sleeve. You know, that's the other part of it.
Breakfast Show on KCNI KBBN.
Good morning, everyone. This is Kathy Eberly reporting for Dave Davis Auction Service and Farmers National Company. To start with, our next auction is going to be July 16th. It's the Robert Lovett Farm Equipment, Household, and Shop Items. The address is 43408 Road 779 Oconto. So from Oconto, you go 2 miles east on Highway 40. Watch for the signs. There will be lunch there, and that's going to be July 16th, starting at 9 a.m., and that's the Robert Lovett Household, Shop Items, and Farm Equipment. We do have the sale bill done if you want to stop in the office and grab one, or you can look online at davedavisauction.com and see the bill. Or if you have any questions, you can call Jim at 870-1785. Switching over to Farmers National side, we have a new listing at 153 South F Street. This home has lots to offer. It's a 2-story home, sits on a large lot with mature trees. Nice sized living room with a fireplace, formal dining space. Kitchen has space for a breakfast nook. 3/4 bath off of the kitchen. Upstairs has 3 bedrooms, full bathroom, and a sunroom. Lower level has a utility room, family room, and lots of storage. Lots of original hardwood floors. It's an all-electric home with a heat pump that's only around 5 years old. Mostly pillar windows throughout. Detached garage has a home office, workshop area, and a tandem garage for 2 vehicles with alley access and openings on both ends. That's at 153 South F Street. And then at 832 South 5th Avenue, this home is move-in ready. It's a ranch-style home. Living room is nice and sunny with a picture window, cute kitchen with can lighting, breakfast bar, and dining space. Kitchen appliances are staying with the home. There are 2 bedrooms on the main floor laundry located off of the full bathroom. You'll enjoy the finished basement with family room, bar area, and second bathroom, and 2 non-conforming bedrooms. Mostly newer floor coverings. Shingles were new in 17 or 18. Has a new hot water heater. All windows are double or triple paned. Double attached garage, fenced in backyard. This home is very clean and ready to go at 832 South 5th Avenue. At 1725 North C Street, this is a 2-story home. It sits proudly on a very large lot. Main floor has a kitchen, dining area, living room, half bathroom, office, and a family room. Family room has a fireplace and newer waterproof flooring. Upstairs has 3 bedrooms and 2 more bathrooms. Master bedroom has a master bathroom, hardwood floors under the carpet, partial basement with laundry and great storage. You'll enjoy the large wraparound deck, mostly newer windows, furnace and air conditioner around 6 years old. Exterior was recently painted. Utility shed, garden shed, and double garage with storage above. This is all located at 1725 North C Street. And then in Myrna at 624 West Castile Street, we have one that's move-in ready. Everything is on one level. There's 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom. Large eat-in kitchen. It's an all-electric home. Alley access in the back to the carport. It is a large lot, and that's at 624 West Castile Street in Myrna. I think that sums it up for this week, but I'd like to thank you all for listening, and I hope you all have a great day. Thank you.
Pretty tune from Neil Young. Good to see you. Good to have you folks along here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. We appreciate it. As we mentioned earlier, we have a good show lined up for you. I'll be heading to Gateway Motors here in the 8 o'clock hour to visit with the guys about their new expansion right on Highway 2 there. You've seen it go up, and it's going, and they're going to celebrate. And we're going to find out more about that today. Also a broadcast from Sumner today, and always love going down to Sumner. And visiting with the folks there. They're very proud of their community, as they should be, and they are second to none as far as their celebration goes. And that's this weekend with a big rodeo, and we have 4 tickets to give away here, so probably ought to get to that maybe today if we can. Looks like maybe just 3. Oh, no, there's 4. I didn't pick them all up. They're laminated.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. That Sumner Rodeo is a good one.
It is a good one.
Yeah.
2 nights of it, I think.
Yep, it is. July 3rd and 4th. July 3rd, it's at 7:30. July 4th, it's an afternoon performance at 1:30.
There you go.
They'd love to have you come down. That's all put on by the Sumner Saddle Club, and we'll find out more about that later on today.
Okay.
News is next.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. Lawmakers investigating the Capitol attack have subpoenaed former President Trump's White House counsel to testify after shocking testimony from another insider this week, Loyola law professor Jessica Levinson.
It's important for the House Select Committee to specifically hear from Cipollone about what he said to Trump and what he said about criminal exposure that Trump could face if he did go to the Capitol on January 6th.
His office says 82-year-old Senator Patrick Leahy will have surgery after falling at his home in Virginia. Correspondent Scott McFarland.
In a 50-50 Senate with 50 Democrats and 50 Republicans, his absence could have an impact when the Senate returns here next week.
Leahy's blind in one eye. NATO leaders are wrapping up their summit with a focus on the war. CBS's Nancy Cordes is in Madrid.
President Biden is expected to announce that the U.S. will give Ukraine a medium-range air defense system known as NASAMS.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Here's a look at Nebraska news. The Iowa company planning to build a casino at Grand Island's Fauner Park filed for a gaming license on Tuesday. If the application is approved by the Nebraska Racing and Gaming Commission, it could mean a temporary casino at Fauner Park as soon as the end of this year. In a press release, Elite Casino Resorts announced they applied for the license under the name Grand Island Casino Resort. Fauner Park announced in April of 2021 that the Elite Casino would be its casino operating partner. Both are hoping for a quick approval of the license application. Should approval be received, the Grand Island Casino Resort at Fauner Park will open as a temporary casino inside the existing Fauner Park by late 2022, with 300 slot machines, 5 table games, and a grab-and-go dining option. Construction on the permit of the entire casino will start in 2022, with completion sometime expected in 2025. The resort will offer 37,000 square foot of casino floor with over 600 slot machines, 20 table games, and a sports book, 4 restaurants including a rooftop experience, a show lounge, a sports bar, and a boutique hotel, and more. Casino said in a press release that it would be taking applications for employment as soon as the license is approved.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
News from the NBA, where the Atlanta Hawks are acquiring all-star guard DeJounte Murray from the San Antonio Spurs for 3 first-round picks and forward Danilo Gallinari. The first-round picks are in 2023, 2025, and 2027, with the last 2 picks being unprotected. Murray just completed his 5th NBA season, averaging just over 21 points, 9 rebounds, and 8 assists. In baseball games of note, battle of division leaders in New York, Astros shut out the Mets 2-0. Guardians walk off with a 7-6 win over the Twins in 10. Cleveland moves 2 games back of Minnesota for first in the AL Central. Brewers beat the Rays 5-3. Marlins edge the Cardinals 4-3. So Milwaukee now has a game and athlete on St. Louis for first in the NL Central. Dodgers defeat the Rockies 8-4. Padres shut out the Diamondbacks 4-0. LA's lead on San Diego remains a game and a half atop the NL West. Yankees beat the A's 5-3. Aaron Judge hit his major league-leading 29th home run of the season. And the Braves beat the Phillies 4-1. Atlanta moves just 3 games back of the Mets in the NL East race.
Here's your weatherology forecast. For today, we'll see a mixture of clouds and sunshine with high temperatures on the hot side working up into the mid-90s. Then for tonight, mostly cloudy, chance for showers and storms, a low of 63. For Friday, any lingering showers and storms ending early in the day, then partly sunny, not nearly as hot, mid-80s for high temperatures. For Saturday, we'll have highs approaching 90. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Caro.
Have you ever thought you'd like to buy and sell houses but didn't know how or where to get the money? My name is Ron LeGrand, and over the past 40 years, I've bought over 3,000 houses without using my money or credit and taught thousands to do the same. Today, even in a virtual environment, we buy nice houses in nice neighborhoods using no banks, realtors, contractors, or other costly entanglements, and build huge cash flow and wealth without the hassle of tenants, all without credit and little or no money. You don't need a license or experience, and I'll show you exactly how it's done. Text FREE to 99799 and I'll send you my free training. I promise I'll change the way you think about real estate and open the door to a new lifestyle that doesn't involve risk or rehabs and can quickly replace your current income. Text FREE to 99799 and let me show you how to take your life back and build cash flow and wealth from your home. That's FREE to 99799. Again, text FREE to 99799.
Well, at least he didn't say invest and be patriotic. 76 degrees, partly sunny now. Winds have backed down out of the southwest for the time being. Barometric pressure level now at 29.93, humidity at 60%. High yesterday was 97 here at the stations, 98 out at the Broken Bow Airport. An overnight low of 73. Sunset today at 9:16, sunrise tomorrow morning at 6:09. That is the details on the weather. No measurable precipitation for quite a while now, 2 inches and 15/100 for the month. Now, Brent Apperson is
Dave,
lucky enough to have twin daughters.
Yes, yeah, I am lucky.
And that's a natural thing, right? I mean, there's twins born all the time.
Yes.
Quite a few.
I think they have the big, I want to say it's in Minnesota, the Twin Cities.
Mm-hmm.
I think they have a big twin convention every year. I've always wanted to take the girls to that, but we've never went.
It'd be really interesting.
Yeah, I
wouldn't it?
think it's a huge deal.
Yeah. Well, if I can find this one, should have found it before I started talking about it, but there is a unusual situation that happens rarely, but there was a woman recently who had give birth to 2 babies.
Okay.
But they were separately delivered. I mean, sometimes people have twins and there's a time period between when they actually come into the world, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this gal from Texas gave birth to 2 babies, conceived a week apart. 1 week apart.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're not exactly twins, though. They were actually conceived a week apart. The rare, it's called a superfetation. It's what has happened when a woman is already pregnant, but her body produces another egg anyway, and she gets pregnant again.
Wow.
It's so rare that there have been fewer than 10 recorded cases in the whole world. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
So the babies were delivered a week apart because she was actually pregnant twice.
Wow. Okay.
Something to think about.
Yeah, well, thanks.
We are going to bring you commentary paid for by Ray Hunt next.
This program is brought to you and paid for by Ray Hunt. It was not created in the KCNI KBBN studios and does not necessarily represent the views or policies of Custer County Broadcasting.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
This audio from Braden with Langley Outdoors Academy is brought to you and paid for by Ray Hunt.
Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, and thank you for stopping by. All right, guys, what we're going to talk about tonight is something that, I'll be honest, kind of surprised me on the timing. As you guys know, Biden signed the Senate deal, the bipartisan gun control deal, into law on Saturday. Yet today's Monday. The Democratic lawmakers in this state we're about to mention didn't even wait till the end of day Monday to start floating the idea of incorporating maybe red flag laws. And, you know, we could get $750 million. And something that we warned about on this channel, the slippery slope gets a heck of a lot slipperier when you add the lubrication of $750 million per state. Now, if you guys think you know what state this is before I get into it, leave it in the comments field below, and hopefully you're right, because this one might actually surprise you. But one of the things that we're doing on this channel is we are constantly noting the fight. We're trying to get the gun rights going in the right direction every single day, twice a day. If you think that we earned that subscription, we are trying to get as many people in the fold as we can, and we'd love to have you along. Please consider subscribing, turn that notification bell on, because together we are going to deliver the Second Amendment rights to the next generation. But we need to be together, and the more people, the merrier. Thank you so much for considering, and now let's get in. Make sure you got that state guest in the comments field, because here comes the answer. With new federal gun laws in place, Pennsylvania lawmakers push for state red flag laws. Now, like I said, shocking, surprise, surprise, the Democrats are using this $750 million incentive to push something that has been unpopular in their state. Now, before we get too far into this, I'm going to flat out tell you that right now, currently as it stands, Pennsylvania has a red House and a red Senate. It's not going to go through as it was. Now, what's $750 million going to do to the vote counts there? I don't really know. I'm going to be honest with you. However, what's it going to do to the midterms? This puts such an important emphasis on the midterms. We need to make sure we're up on it and we are acting, because Pennsylvania is a massive swing state. This is something that is huge. You've got Senate elections going on there. You've got a governorship going on there. This is big. Let's keep going. That's why we are covering it. Following Saturday's federal passage of the Bipartisan Safer Community Act, Pennsylvania is one of many states considering adopting so-called red flag laws. Pennsylvania Congressman Dwight Evans and Pennsylvania State Senator Art Haywood held a press conference this morning to urge the creation of a red flag bill. If passed, Pennsylvania would receive $750 million for violence prevention aids, mental health support, and more. $750 million. That is a whole lot of incentive to fall down on your responsibilities. I'm not saying it's going to happen right now in the short term, but the idea that the Democrats are putting this forward in our states as it signed on Saturday, that didn't take much time, and you're going to see this across the board. And the reason I'm putting so much emphasis on this is because the fight for our rights is at our door. As I mentioned in other videos, we've gone from one big federal fight into 50 state-level fights, which is why we need to be in constant communication and have the info to you guys when you need it, so we can have basically like a Paul Revere type situation, because there's so much going on. But let's continue and let's see what they're actually saying here. And talk about a Freudian slip. Listen to this. Quote, "These state laws help ensure deadly weapons are kept out of the hands of individuals," said Evans. Oop, you kind of missed the descriptor there. Quote, "These red flag laws are saving lives in 19 states, including 4 of the neighboring states right around us. But not Pennsylvania. Senator Art Haywood and I say that it's time to change that." Now, the irony there is it's not doing much in the 19 other states, but they don't tell you that from citing multiple situations that have occurred in red flag law areas. But we're bypassing that. Right now I'm focusing on the slippery slope to doom with the $750 million. All right. Senator Haywood said the federal money provided as an incentive to pass new laws would have a wide range of uses, including suicide prevention. Now, you see that what they're doing right there. Guys, all we have to do is put red flag laws in place, and we hit $750 million. We could do things like suicide prevention, mass intervention programs, gun violence de-escalators, all the things, all the goodies, and paid for by the federal government. So somebody in a free state like Missouri could actually pay for it for Pennsylvania. How great would that be? Just saying. But let's continue. Quote, "Hopefully, this leadership from the national government will allow us to help individuals who are an extreme risk to themselves and give the power to a judge to make a decision to take a gun away temporarily from those individuals." Again, you've got some serious due process issue clause here, and we've talked about that a lot on the Senate bill. They've got to jump through a lot of hoops to qualify for the $750 million, but the idea that they're now using it as a bully pulpit and as an incentive is exactly what the purpose was. This is going to be a fight we have to constantly be up on, because as this goes to state level, $750 million, that is not a small amount of money, and that will do a lot of influence. But let's continue. Got one more thing for you. The federal bill comes shortly after an unsuccessful attempt by Senator Haywood at the state level, talking about red flag laws. Quote, "We have not been able to get these extreme risk protection legislations passed in Pennsylvania. As recently as last week, I had conversations with my Republican colleagues to get red flag legislation passed in Pennsylvania and could not get the momentum to get it done," he said, adding that he hopes the federal incentives will be enough to renew the dialogue. Let me translate that for you. Republicans, I know you're standing on your principles and you're standing that you're not going to do this for your constituency, but what's $750 million do? How's that wiggle your policies and your politics? And that's what I've got for you. This is something we need to be up on. This is something that's going to happen across all the states. And the more that we have in the fold, the better. I hope you consider subscribing and we earn that subscription. And I will see you tomorrow morning on the Bullet Points. I'm Braden. See you later.
15 minutes past the hour of 8. That's commentary paid for by Ray Hunt. More of The Breakfast Show coming up right after this.
Some celebrate the 4th of July with fireworks or maybe burgers on the grill. At Varney Health Mart, they celebrate with savings for you. Right now, save on toys and decor that have red, white, or blue on them. They're marked 20% off. Head in and shop around. There's lots of red, white, and blue savings to be had. Remember, they are closed on the 4th on Monday. Varney Health Mart, downtown Broken Bow. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
It is no secret that cybersecurity and keeping your personal information safe and secure is very important. Scammers never stop and will do whatever they can to get your information. Some examples of what to be looking out for are spoofed phone calls, suspicious emails or texts, computer pop-ups, requests for urgent wire transfers or gift card purchases. If you are suspicious of fraud or a scam, always call your bank about the situation. Bruning Bank wants you to stay safe and be diligent about keeping your information secure. Our staff is trained to deal with any type of situation and is happy to help or answer any questions you may have. Bruning Bank. Build, grow, thrive. Member FDIC.
The Secret Garden, a secret that just can't be kept. Visit them this Saturday only at Myrna Heritage Days with their trailer serving up smoothies and frozen lattes. They invite everyone to Myrna Heritage Days this Saturday. The Secret Garden.
All right, rolling through this Thursday morning together. Thanks a lot for hanging out with us here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show, and we are going to get up and go a couple of different places for you this morning. Dave is headed to Gateway Motors, going to be talking about the new addition and everything going on there, so we look forward to that coming up here in just a few minutes. And then Christy and Jeremy, they're on the road, and they're headed to Sumner. We'll be finding out about all of the activities involved with the Sumner Festival over the 4th of July holiday, and we'll be doing that in the 9 o'clock hour here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Today's a big day, of course, for downtown Broken Bow. During the summer on Thursday, it's Market on the Square, and there's going to be a lot of vendors downtown Broken Bow today starting at 10 a.m. I know that on Thursdays now, people love to go to the park for lunch, and there will be a lot of great opportunities for lunch and for other things on the square in Broken Bow today. And here's a list of the vendors that are scheduled to attend today. Scheduled to appear: Tacos El Gordo, Anna's Papusas, Tropical Snow, Secret Garden, Soderholm Farms, EK Farm Goods, King's Farm Fresh, 4W Accessories, Brent's Bones, Kane Beef, Sittler Tupperware, Vangs, Sandy's Bake and Take, Morning Lark Crochet, KL Photography, Mickey's Greenhouse, Old Fashioned Kettle Corn, U.S. Cellular, Super Kids Club, and Jewelry by Adeline. Also, Potter's Pebbles scheduled to be there today as well. For the best selection from the vendors there, go early, get there around 10, and take advantage of all of the great opportunities you'll find during Market on the Square, downtown Broken Bow, sponsored by the Broken Bow Chamber of Commerce. Well, hard to believe, but this is the end of June. And so as we move into July, obviously the first big holiday we get to celebrate is the 4th of July. That's coming up on Monday. And, of course, all of the fireworks stands are open. And we want to remind you that the Kaboomers fireworks stand is open in Broken Bow, run by the Broken Bow Lions Club. You'll find it, as always, in the Pleasure Lanes parking lot here in Broken Bow. They're open now through July 4th, so check out your Kaboomers flyer, which has tons of coupons. Bring them in for the savings. They have fireworks for all ages, the big booms for the big kids, down to the sparklers and snappers for the little ones. They're open 10 to 10 every day through the 4th of July. They encourage you to come in and shop your favorites now because for some of it, it's kind of like while supplies last. So for the best selection, get in now and check out all of the great things at the Kaboomers Fireworks Stand located in the Pleasure Lanes parking lot in Broken Bow. Again, it's run by the Broken Bow Lions Club, and they do remind you that 20% of their profits from the stand will go to the Broken Bow Fire Department to help put on that beautiful and wonderful 4th of July fireworks display that we all enjoy every year at Melham Park here in Broken Bow. And then, of course, the other proceeds go toward the wonderful programs and things that they do and are involved in through the Broken Bow Lions Club. Also, if you go to sandhillsexpress.com, you can check out what's happening with job opportunities. If you go to the employment page, you'll see a job posted through Central Nebraska Community Action Partnership as they are looking for an individual to work as an infant toddler cook in Broken Bow. It is a full-time position with a starting wage of $11.50 per hour. Great benefits included. Looking for someone with a high school diploma or equivalent and previous experience working with infants up to 3 years old and their families. Some of the duties would include purchasing food and preparing meals, complying with USDA requirements, and would be responsible for cleaning classroom and doing dishes, laundry, etc. For more information, contact CNCAP at 308-745-0780. The extension is 0. Or you can go to their website and apply online by going to centralnebraskacap.com. More of The Breakfast Show coming up after this.
Need gear for the softball and baseball diamond? Geared for Sports in Broken Bow has all kinds of equipment and shoes for the season. What Scott doesn't have in store, he can try to find for you. Geared for Sports has competitive pricing, so there's no need to go out of town or search the web. Find it right on the square in Broken Bow. There's a reason it's called Geared for Sports. They're prepared to gear you up for whatever sport you play. Visit them soon in Broken Bow. Geared for Sports.
There's a difference between treating the pain and treating the problem. At Pearson Physical Therapy, we strive to not only reduce your pain, but actually treat the underlying cause so that you remain pain-free, even after you finish physical therapy. If you're frustrated by pain that keeps coming back, Pearson Physical Therapy can give you the tools that will keep you moving pain-free. Call Pearson's in Broken Bow at 308-872-5800 or check us out on the web at pearsonpt.com. Get the treatment you need and the care you deserve at Pearson Physical Therapy.
Aero Aviation, let us take control.
Remember the time you used to spend fighting weeds and bugs? Now you can spend that time elsewhere because aerial application is your best advantage against these problems. Let Aero Aviation take control.
When you need a helping hand to get the most from your land, Aero Aviation, let us take control.
For over 50 years, Aero Aviation has served the area. Contact Casey for your aerial application today.
22 past the hour. On the phone with us now, our good friend Matt with Subway in Broken Bow. Matt, good morning to you.
Good morning.
How are things?
Oh, they are booming.
All right. Always a busy time of year in the summertime, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
People are out doing this and out doing that, and sometimes, listen, you don't want to make your own meal if you want to go out for a picnic or something, and what better thing to do than to go to Subway, get a sandwich, get a drink, get a bag of chips, and then go to the park and have your picnic, right?
Right. And now Subway rolled out a new program today. We rolled it out Monday.
Okay, what's the new program?
And we have numbered sandwiches, and they are pre-formulated like what Subway thinks they taste good on certain sandwiches.
Oh, okay.
And so, like, you can walk in and order a number 2, and it's all designed. Some come with extra cheese, and then they have whatever set toppings on them. And it's what Subway recommends to be on certain sandwiches to get the more taste out of your meat.
Well, for a guy like me, Matt, I love that idea because I'll be honest, I'm one of those guys. You know, I mean, how many times have I been to Subway? I've been to Subway all the time. But yet when I order a sandwich and then they go, "What would you like on it?" I will stand there and I'll go, let's see. And you can just feel, especially when there's a big line, you can just feel people behind me going, "Oh my goodness, guy, come on, figure out what you want on your sandwich." Now I can just go in and say, "I want the number 2." I love that idea.
Right.
How many different combinations do you have, Matt? Do you know?
There's 12 different combinations right now.
Okay.
We have 12 different sandwiches set a certain way on a certain formulated taste. Steak is on a couple of them. A lot of the steaks come with extra cheese. There's a rotisserie chicken one. There's a chicken bacon, of course. But they went through and they calculated what sandwiches tasted good with certain vegetables on it. And I guess pickles are not meant to be on every sandwich.
Oh, no. Now, how about bacon? To me, bacon should be on every sandwich.
Right. To me, bacon should be on everything. There is a couple sandwiches that do have bacon.
Uh-huh.
They are, I have had, what was it that I had? I think it was called the Monster. And it was actually pretty good.
Yeah. Now, when you say Monster, that sounds like a sandwich with a whole lot of meat on it.
Yes.
All right.
That was the whole reason I went and tried that one.
I'm sure it was. Now, we talk about you. Now, this is rolled out now, right? So when people go into the store, they will see it.
We are on a soft launch right now. We're not doing any advertisement on this yet until the 1st of July was when it rolls out.
Okay. All right. But with that...
But we launched early so that way the employees can kind of get used to it before it's all blown with the advertising.
Okay. Now, not to confuse customers of Subway, I'm assuming that people can still go in and do it like they always did and just get the sandwich the way they want it. You're not replacing that, right?
Right. We're not replacing that. You can still order whatever sandwich you want and make it your way. But we have suggestions now on ways to actually make possibly one of your sandwiches that might taste a little bit better.
Yeah. And I assume that with those you can turn them into a value meal, include a drink and some chips, right?
Yep.
All right. Well, that sounds great. Sometimes it's nice to just look at the board and say, hey, yeah, I'll just take a number 3 or whatever. So.
Right.
And I assume that you can do that. Can you do that in regards to box lunches too, Matt? Can you just order a number for a box lunch, or does that work a little bit differently?
That's a little bit different. Okay. The box lunches are all cold sandwiches. We don't do a lot of hot sandwiches in the box lunches because they're usually meant for like catering, so they sometimes sit out a little bit, and your hot sandwiches don't keep well.
Yeah. What about the catering? I assume that you're still kind of busy on that.
Oh, yes. Catering has really blown up this year at all the stores. The new program they have is going over very well with the new box, or not just the box lunches, but with the sandwich platters and the wrap platters. The new way we make them has really gone over really well with everybody.
Good. If I can, let's go back to what you just talked about in regards to rolling out the numbers of sandwiches. You mentioned it was kind of a soft rollout. Does that mean that you can't really do that on the app right now? Or
right.
Okay. All right. So if you want to take advantage of that, you got to go into the store right now to do it.
Right.
Okay. All right. Speaking of the app, it's a great way to save. I know I continue to get notifications all the time about, man, save 15% or buy a foot long, get a foot long. The app is really convenient.
Yes, it is. It is a really good tool, and I am glad they came up with it. It's a good way to get your food if you're in a hurry and you only got like a 30-minute lunch. While you're at work, you can place your order, and then you can show up in 15 minutes and your sandwich is sitting on a shelf ready to go for you.
All right.
So it kind of takes a little bit of time out of waiting in line if you're in a big hurry.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see, how are you staff-wise? Still looking for some folks to fill some shifts for you during the summer?
Yes, we are. We are hiring $12 an hour at full-time and $11 an hour part-time. The average employee gets about $2 an hour with electronic tips and averages about $1 an hour with cash tips a day.
Nice. Okay. And I'm guessing you get to eat Subway, don't you, if you work there?
Right, and
Oh.
you get a free footlong, and most of them pick the $10, $11 footlongs, so...
Well, why
yeah.
not? Yeah.
Right, I would too.
Absolutely. It would be steak and cheese every day for me, I think.
All right.
So
throw some bacon on there.
there you go. Let's see. What else, Matt? Have we kind of touched on some things that you wanted to visit about? Was there anything else you wanted to make sure everybody knew?
Yeah, that's probably about it right now. I'm still waiting to find out if we're ever going to get a new cookie for the summer.
Oh, yeah.
As soon as I find out about that, I will definitely let you know.
Oh, thanks, Matt. You know that I love the Subway cookies.
Right, and if it pops up in the middle of the week, I'll still give you a call.
All right. I love the sound of that. Hey, with the 4th of July coming up, with it being a holiday, is it changing your hours at all, or are they just going to kind of stay the same?
On the 4th, we are actually going to be closing at 8 o'clock so the employees can go be with their families.
Okay, so closing on the 4th at 8 at Subway.
Yep.
All right. Anything else, my friend?
Cover it. I think it's going to be a nice day. Be a good day for a picnic in the park with a nice cold Subway sandwich.
I think that sounds like a plan. Appreciate your time, Matt. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
All right. Matt from Subway joining us on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. It's 8:30. Good to have you with us on this Thursday morning. I think Dave is getting set up at Gateway Motors, so we'll play a little Tom Petty here for you. Check in with Dave, and more of the Breakfast Show is to come on KCNI, KBBN Radio.
Gateway Motors, Thomas McCaslin is here with me, and Thomas, been in your new facility here. It's fantastic.
Thank you, Dave. I appreciate it. It's been a long time coming, but it turned out very nice.
Yeah, it's beautiful, and your office is over here?
Yeah, ironically enough, Dave, I was gone one Thursday afternoon, and they moved me. Can you believe that? I don't know if they didn't want me over there anymore or what it was, but now Carolyn and I are over in the new building.
Okay. Well, let's back up a little bit and kind of take a little history lesson here. Gateway Motors has always been a GM Chevy dealership for many, many years, clear back when it was Rough Motors.
Yep.
And a lot of people who live around here remember that transition to out here. This used to be the swimming pool.
The swimming pool is before my time.
Yeah.
But Rough Motor Company was before Gateway. Gateway was started in '74, which was at the UPS building.
Right.
And then from there, the swimming pool was where our current Gateway location is. And in '77, they built the first Gateway Motors building. And then in 2012 was when we had our grand opening for our remodel, so that we could be Chevrolet compliant and look like everybody else does, a branding, so to speak.
Right.
And then 2017, we purchased the old Dodge dealership in Arnold, and in 2021, we moved to Broken Bow.
Yep. And along the way, you built this new facility, so you're a Mopar guy, right?
Now I'm a Mopar guy, along with the Chevy. Now we all need to remember that I cut my teeth on the Chevys, and Gateway is the mothership. So,
yeah.
But yes, yeah. Now, the nice thing is we have more brands to offer all of our customers, old and new.
Right, and you're getting some new cars in here and there, which is exciting these days to start seeing some new cars come in and some used cars.
Yeah, it is. In fact, Chad just pulled up one of the newest, hottest lines on the market, which is a Jeep Wagoneer. This one here is a Series 2, and like I said, they are crazy nice, and they pretty much sell themselves. They're just, everything is put together really well.
The advances in technology for automobiles has just been unreal. When Rough Motors was down where UPS is located, you could buy a 69 Pontiac or 70 Chevy or whatever, and you most likely still had to roll the windows down and up manually.
Yes.
You might have had an air conditioner in them, and maybe cruise control was around. Those all seem like pretty fancy things when electric windows and all those things started coming along. This Wagoneer you're talking about, talk a little bit about the technology and what these cars offer nowadays.
The technology is incredible. They go as far as even having massaging seats.
Yeah.
Just what we need as we drive down the road, right? There's navigation has come a long ways. Everything in it is electronic. Everything moves electronically. You don't have to roll your window down manually anymore. You hit one button and you can even probably roll down all four at once.
Gosh.
So
Yeah.
They have more technology than I know.
Yeah, that's amazing. And when mirrors that show you when somebody's in a blind spot, which
Yes.
I always think is excellent.
It's a good safety. Yeah. Good for safety. Yes.
And they are safer automobiles today.
And they have cameras that, most of them today have a 360 surround camera system on them. So, you can see in front of you, you can see on the side of you, and sometimes you might think that maybe it hurts you more than it helps you, but you can see all the way around you.
Yeah. And of course, communicating, driving, and while talking on the phone is not a good idea. A lot of these cars make it so you can just talk right into the dashboard, right?
Yes. Yep. Bluetooth technology is incredible too.
Yeah. And this comes on both the Mopar and Chevys for the most part.
Yep. Everything pretty much is standard with the Bluetooth today.
So also back in 1969 or 70 or earlier, you also realized that when you purchased a car for $5,000 or $6,000, whatever it was back then, that car was going to run, if you went over 100,000 miles, you had a pretty good run on a car, because a lot of times that was as far as the motor would go, drivetrain and so forth. Now, the cars that you're selling, they cost a lot more than that. But 100,000 miles, they're just getting going.
You know, let's talk about 100,000 miles. One of the nice things that we do now with 100,000 miles, anything that we sell that has less than 100,000 miles on it comes with our very own warranty forever. So, you know, we really struggle today because of the cost of cars to trade for something that has less than 100,000 miles on it. So, you know, we all know that they're going to last longer. And don't get me wrong, the new ones break down, the old ones break down. They're mechanical. You're always going to have that.
Right.
But with our warranty forever, it puts the package together very nicely.
And I know from purchasing a vehicle here on that 100,000, you can also add a little coverage to that as well.
Yep. We also offer a wrap with those, and you know the wrap. The warranty forever takes care of the engine and the powertrain, and then the wrap takes care of the electrical. And as we know, the technology that we've already talked about, the technology is crazy in these things, which also means it's crazy expensive to fix.
Mm-hmm.
So that wrap just goes along and kind of puts that all together for us.
Okay.
And I'm going to go step back to that 100,000 one more time, because this week I sold my very first vehicle for over $100,000. So just to let you know how expensive some of them have gotten.
Wow. Well, you've got one in the showroom that you sold. The Corvette was pushing 100,000.
Yep. And that one, just so everybody knows, and I know that you have listeners that listen online from a long ways away, it's going to California. We sell all over.
That's an understatement. California and brand new, sitting on the showroom here, and now it's going to go to California.
Now it's headed to California.
It's bright yellow, and I asked if I could test drive it. Very nice gentleman over there politely told me it was sold.
Yeah, and we could do some introductions. Okay. I'm going to bring Steve in. Steve is our newest employee, and Steve is our new sales manager. He comes to Broken Bow with a lot of experience, and he's been a great asset to the team.
All right, Steve, step right up here.
Okay.
Nice meeting you.
You too.
Give us a little background about your time in the auto industry here.
Oh, I've been around for a number of years. Have had the opportunity to work with a couple of stores, but real excited about coming to Broken Bow here at Gateway Motors, Sandhill Motors. Great reputation, good folks working here. So one of the things that impressed me is the amount of inventory. You know, supply chain issues, semiconductor issues has really slowed things up. But you come to Broken Bow and you wouldn't realize there was an issue out there at all. Great selection of both new and pre-owned. And they offer quality products. I think Thomas mentioned Warranty Forever. That's a product nobody else around has. And so it kind of speaks to the ownership base here on how they feel about treating their customers.
Well, I think that's well said, because if you drive down Highway 2 here and you look at the lot, I think most of us like to look and see what's sitting here, what's moving. And through all the struggles, Thomas has been able to keep units on the lot one way or another. I know they've driven a long ways and did a lot of different things to make that available. And I think Thomas mentioned a couple new ones in today. The used car business is like it's never been before. Talk about that a little bit.
It really is. With the shortage of new vehicles, you know, a lot of dealerships have relied on taking trade-ins for their used car inventory. And with that not being as plentiful as it used to be, Thomas has been very aggressive on going out and getting inventory, providing the type of inventory that the demographics here need. And so good quality and very aggressive on putting inventory on the ground. We have a little bit of everything for everybody here, which is nice to see.
Yeah, it makes your job pretty exciting, doesn't it?
Oh, it does. You know, you get to spend time with the customer and have some fun and show them everything you have, versus trying to sell them that one you got out back that's been sitting there for a while.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
Steve, it's nice talking to you.
You too. Thank you.
Nice to meet you. All right, let's
Should we get Chad in here?
Let's visit with Chad. Chad Garcia, Sandhills Motors. Chad, I just want you to know that my GMC is still running.
Good.
You didn't sell me a lemon.
No, I'm taking care of it. That's good to hear.
We like it. I have to tell you, too, we've always driven, because Thomas knows this, because we bought a lot of our own personal cars and station cars here, but we would stay in our house with the smaller, more economical, the Cruise and so forth. Mm-hmm. Good car for running around and saving money going down the highway gas-wise. We got this GMC, And if we go anywhere out of town at all, the crew sits in the driveway and we take the GMC because it's so much more comfortable,
Yeah.
even though the gas is terrible.
Yeah, a little more room, little better ride for you.
Yeah. So this is exciting for you. The building's done. You've got a great crew. We're going to meet some more of the folks here. Things are really rolling along for you since you got involved.
They really are. It's we've come a long ways since we started being aggressive. We got some good people that work here, good people that take care of you. I'm mostly in the shop now.
Okay.
I kind of stepped away, and we've got plenty of people that can sell. So we're in the shop, and we've done a lot in the shop too. We're really focusing on the customer and the customer needs. So we've added a few things that's I think is really neat. We added a car wash. We put that in. So every service oil change you get, we wash your car for you.
Fantastic.
We also just installed, we just got it finished up yesterday, a Hunter inspection system. And then basically what that system is, every vehicle that we pull in the shop, it takes pictures, 360 pictures of your vehicle. It measures your tread depth and your alignment, and it spits out a report that we can print off for you, just to kind of give you an idea of, you know, what you're needing to do to prevent those big major repairs. We also we just added a e-advisor is what we call it, and basically what we do with that is we plug that stick into the vehicle when it's here, and it prints out a report based on the vehicle, what recommended services are needed for the future, and so you can kind of plan ahead. So we just really want to make it easy for the customer. The shop's busy, and we love that, but we're always looking to take care of everybody, just add one little step more.
Chad, how many mechanics do you have on duty, and how many staff members are over there?
Well, let's see. We've got 4 technicians. Joe Roach and myself. When you call, you'll talk to one of us. We'll get you set up with an appointment, find out what's going on with your vehicle, and assign you to the appropriate tech that can take care of you. And like I said, we're good as we grow over in sales. We're going to grow over in the service department too. So there'll be some new faces. Finding help right now is tough, but we're always looking.
So you're growing, so you're going, right?
Yep.
That's great. Sounds like you guys are covering all the bases here, on the lot, in the shop.
Yeah. It's nice, like Thomas hit and Steve touched on. You drive by and you see all the vehicles. It's not by accident. Thomas has worked hard to get vehicles here for people to take a look and choose from.
He's a very persuasive guy. And it takes a little, you say, as you said, you're aggressive, you're proactive to make sure that happens. If you were sitting here waiting for the cars to come in the normal process, you'd probably have half the cars here that you have, or less than that.
Yeah.
That's one thing, Dave, that I pledged. All of this pretty much changed once COVID hit.
Mm-hmm.
And I pledged that I was not going to be the dealer that was sitting here with no cars to sell. I've got a great staff that their livelihood is dependent on having something to sell, which we've got a couple more of those people here waiting to come up and visit with you. But I made the decision that I wasn't going to sit here with an empty lot. So I have been aggressive. I have went out and I have bought a lot of stuff, and we're buying stuff daily.
Okay. Sometimes I think people forget that you have to buy the cars to get them on the lot.
Yes.
I think we think the company sends you the cars and you sell them, and that doesn't work that way, does it?
No, it doesn't work that way at all. So Thursdays are my day that my hair turns very gray, because Thursday are my days of order. Mm-hmm. So like today, I have orders that have to go in, and I have orders that have to meet specific qualifications to get it to go. We have constraints on every model, so I have to pick and choose which models I can put in there that are going to pass without constraints.
I see.
So, yeah, Thursdays are wonderful.
I bet you look forward to those.
Yeah.
I figured you did.
Yeah.
Well, let's meet some more people.
Yeah. Come on over. This is
Thanks,
JP.
I'm sorry?
JP.
JP, how you doing?
Great,
Good.
great.
We talked earlier, You're a very diplomatic guy. I wanted to drive that Corvette pretty bad.
That Corvette's a very nice car. You get them in very occasionally. They're just kind of one of those vehicles that you don't see every day.
And you mentioned they don't last very long. I mean, they sell pretty quickly.
You know, it seems to be quite common. Every new vehicle that you get in is highly sought after, whether you got people from California coming in that are wanting them, or, you know, we've had people come up from Missouri. Speaking of which, you just hear that Corvette just fired right up.
I thought for a moment I was at Sork. JP, give me your background, if you would. Folks like to know a little more about you.
I've been selling cars for quite a few years. I've been all over the state, sold several different lines. I seem to keep coming back to the Chevy lineup, that's for sure. But meeting these guys, Thomas, for instance, it's been a great blessing. These guys are great people to work for. I really enjoy my time here.
Good. And you have a wide selection of units to sell, including the Mopar and the Chevy. That's got to be kind of nice too.
Absolutely. If we don't have a vehicle you like, maybe on our Chevy lineup, you might like something on the Dodge lineup. What's great about the Mopar, Dodge Ram Chrysler Jeep, is our 90-day from day of order. You come in, you walk in and sit down with myself, Thomas, or we've got a couple other people here, and you sit down with us, order exactly what you want, and we put it in, and in 90 days, Dodge says that you'll have your vehicle here.
That's fantastic. We haven't really talked about financing. I know that people sometimes prefer to finance through their local bank. Do you guys work with financing as well?
Absolutely. I know you guys all mostly probably have some sort of personal relationship with your bankers, but what people don't really realize is the dealerships that work with these banks, such as ourselves. We work with these banks regularly. And we're doing a lot of business with them. They tend to try and give us a little bit of some favors and get us spot at some better rates than a typical individual, which all we do is we just pass those savings straight back down to you guys. It's definitely nice being able to take care of our customers, not only on the line of seeing the car, get you the car, and helping you achieve that car or get that car, but also helping you save money in the process by, getting you a lower interest rate, maybe a longer term, something along those lines, just to help, make it a little bit easier on your pocketbook.
All right. Thanks for talking to us. Nice meeting you.
Thank you.
And we have another young lady over here to talk to, I believe.
All right. This is Megan.
Megan, how you doing? Come on over here. Megan, tell me about yourself.
Well, I'm not from up here, so coming into the car business has become a completely different experience for me. Learned a lot. Thomas is one of those who's willing to sit down and show you. Might give him a gray hair moment here and there, but someone's got to do it.
Megan, I noticed his hair is starting to turn this color, like mine. But I think a lot of it is just because you guys are so busy.
We've been super busy. Callaway just went through a pretty bad hailstorm, and I think within the past 2 weeks we've got about 18 customers in with hail damage, totaled vehicles, and trying to get their insurance stuff back is a process. But we're here for them. We're willing to take the time and find them their vehicle that they need.
All right. She's pretty good.
She does well.
Yeah.
She does well.
So, Megan, are you a salesperson, or do you manage the paperwork, or?
I have the term boss lady, I guess.
Megan's in the sales department, and so in our sales department, we've got Megan, we've got JP, we've got Todd, and myself. And then in our finance side, we've got Kyle, and Kyle, he has disappeared. I don't know where he's at.
He's working with some customers right now.
He's got some customers in his office. So
he's who you go see in the back.
Yes.
Kyle does a great job too.
Yep.
And explains everything to you, because there's a little paperwork to buying a car.
I had a customer in yesterday that we both know very well, and he said, all right, I have 15 minutes to come in and come out. And he said, I'm going to sign my name 3 times, right? And I said, no, you're going to sign it like a book. Because the book of paperwork is, And it's just, all compliance and all that stuff, because all of our customer information is very valuable to them and us. And, we've got to do our due diligence on taking care of them and making sure that everything gets put into the right spot and we don't have any other issues that way. So,
plus, Megan, you have the 100,000 guarantee that has a little paperwork to it too, but that's worth it, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, signing your paperwork, getting your new car, it's just the best feeling in the world.
It is a good feeling to have a new car, and they smell good too, don't they?
They do. Our detail team we have here, they do really good.
On the used car side, they clean them up and they're checked out and they're ready to go, right?
They clean them up. Some of them come in pretty dirty, but you'd never know after they get done cleaning them. They do a fantastic job.
Yeah, and I'm sure they have a checklist they go through.
They do.
To make sure everything's good to go. All right.
Yep.
Megan, nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too.
Yeah. Chad, come on over here real quick. Now, where's that Todd at?
I'm not sure where Todd's hiding.
He disappeared.
I think he's around here somewhere, you know. And I'm going to kind of elaborate on that, the trade-ins. When you trade in a vehicle, of course, we clean it up, but we put it through the shop, too. We've got a 125-point inspection that it goes through.
125? I thought it was maybe a 10-point list.
Yeah, it's a pretty extensive list that they're looking at, and we've got some good techs that do that. And so that way we have an idea what we're looking at. We can sell them with confidence.
And I think when you guys do this enough that when they come in, you probably have a kind of an idea if there's some things to look at on particular vehicles, I would think.
So, yeah, a lot of vehicles, they're local people that support us, and we're grateful for that. So we've got history of we know the vehicle. The guy, somebody will drop it off and say, hey, my pickup's out there, and we know exactly which pickup they're talking about. So that's nice, too.
Yeah, it really makes sense to, if you get your vehicle at Sandhills or Gateway, use the shop here because of that very reason.
It is.
Then you know the vehicle, and when it comes time to trade again and get another vehicle traded in, you already have that relationship set up.
It is, and it's nice to do the maintenance on 100,000. Then we can kind of watch that and see what we've done up until we get to that 60,000, 100,000 miles, and we could tell now it's time for a coolant flush or. It's nice to have all your records in one place.
You bet. Do you find any of the vehicles that Thomas drives, you find a lot of popcorn in there?
We find a lot. Thomas is really good about finding mud.
Oh, he's a mud guy?
He's a mud guy, yeah. Not a lot of popcorn, but he's a busy man. So if he's not here, he's out in a pasture somewhere or a cornfield.
Yeah, you got other things going on, too. Anybody want to stop in and take a look at your facility here can do that, right?
Absolutely. You're always welcome. We like to have people around, and we're Monday through Friday. We're, our published hours are 8 to 5:30, but there's somebody here from 7 to 7 almost every day on Monday through Friday, and then Saturdays we're here 8 to noon. So yeah, stop in and see us. And we're talking about the shop. And I'm not going to divulge into this too much, but we've got some new fun things coming that everybody around us is going to be really excited about.
Okay, it's good to hear because you've already added some things that Chad was telling us about. So you're not done yet.
We're not done yet. We've got one more big expansion that, like I said, we're not going to get into this completely yet, but it's coming and it'll be taken over very well.
Boy, that's exciting. And all things aside, even this having this business here and seeing it grow like it's growing is just encouraging to see. Yeah.
It's been fun.
Yeah.
You and I were talking earlier. It's hard to believe, but I'm 17 years here, which I don't know where that time's gone. But yeah, it's been fun, and you can't be scared of change, because if you're scared of change, you're going backwards.
Yeah. One of the guys I had a lot of respect for, Dave Green, but he just told me one day, says, Dave, if you don't grow, you go.
That's very true.
Simple way of saying you got to go with the changes, right?
That's exactly
and grow
right.
when you can, and you guys are doing that.
Yep.
It takes a good crew. You mentioned paperwork and all the signing. Does this guy take care of that?
And Kyle's here. Yeah, I thought maybe he was hiding back in his office and didn't want to come and visit. But yeah, this is Kyle. Kyle is our business manager, finance manager. He takes care of the paperwork. Once anybody that sells it, we go through that process, and then he finishes it off and make sure that all the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed, because, like I said, the compliance and everything else, Kyle does a really good job of making sure that we've got everything in order.
Yep, and I enjoyed working with you, Kyle. Last time we were in, a lot of signatures needed and a lot of organization for each sale. And the way you guys are going, you're pretty busy all day long.
Yeah, absolutely. Good morning, by the way. We're truly blessed to have the customers we have, and that's what's kept us this busy, and we hope to just keep that going.
Yeah, and I remember the conversation we had, Kyle. This isn't your first rodeo. You've been in this business for a while as well.
I have been in this business for a while. It's been 14 years this year, 4 years at Gateway. It's been a lot of fun. I've seen from where we came from in the beginning to where we are now. It's night and day. I would have never guessed we'd come this far. And everything changes from day to day with all the paperwork and compliance and everything, so it's a lot to keep up on. But we do that to make sure that, first of all, we protect our customers, their privacy, and protect their bottom dollar. So,
and in conversations with Thomas and some of the other guys, your map is getting bigger. People are coming from farther and farther away to buy cars here, and you would know better than anybody because you sit down and kind of visit with them while you're doing the paperwork. It's amazing to hear about all the different places coming that are coming here to buy cars.
Yeah, you're right. We actually just sold a new Corvette to a lady in Huntington Beach, California.
Yeah, we saw that.
So, we have quite the large outreach program, if you will. So.
Yeah, and more people from the eastern portion of this region.
Yeah, correct. Us standing alone, being a warranty forever dealer is a big thing. And just the way we treat people, we hear over and over and over again how the process of buying a car with us is so much easier than they've had anywhere else, and we pride ourselves on that.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
And more to come, right?
Absolutely, a lot more to come.
Okay. All right, Thomas, this has been a lot of fun.
It has been fun. Yeah, it's been an adventure for sure.
Yeah. Well, you're not at a standing point because you're already talking about growing some more in the shop, and I'm sure you have some ideas for this great building.
Yep. We're not done growing. We're in expansion mode, and things are going really well, and it's put us in the right spot to be able to do the things that we need to do.
Now, before we close, and Kyle, if you have any thoughts on this, or Chad, Megan, Brent was talking this morning on the breakfast show about possibly you guys giving us or lending us either a Camaro or Corvette or a Charger, and you can put your Gateway Motor and Sandhills Motor logos on it along with our logos, and we would advertise for you.
I think that's a great idea, and let me tell you, you guys do a great job of advertising for us as it is.
Well, that's good. That's good. But that means I'm not going to get the car, right?
On special occasions, we can make this work.
Right.
I think a couple years ago, I think we kind of did that.
We did, and it was pretty neat.
It was.
What's he giving away now?
Oh, you just heard about it. We're getting a Camaro or a Corvette or a Mopar.
I'm telling you, it's hard to find good help these days.
Todd, how you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. How long you been here?
Oh, I believe 5 years or so.
5 years.
Yep.
You must like it because I've watched you when I've been in here.
Don't tell anybody that.
Yeah, you're everything's hopping. You're going, trying to keep up. You must like that kind of environment because that's the way it is here.
Yep, it's pretty fast paced, but it's a lot of fun for sure.
Good. Now, if you could have any car you wanted, Mopar or Chevy or a pickup, what would you get?
Well, I'd get a High Country half-ton. Yep.
You would?
Sure.
Okay, that was easy.
Yeah. I know what I like.
Okay.
Or that Corvette we just had there.
Yeah, you're just revving that baby up. What's the horsepower on that? Do you know?
Oh, I think it's almost 500 horsepower. 490.
490. What a shame. Oh, man. Hey, guys, thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Thomas, thanks for having us out.
Yeah.
Usually enjoy working with you.
Thank you. It's always been fun.
All right. Folks, stop in. Take a look. Take a look at all the units here on the lot that are coming in weekly, I think.
Weekly, daily, yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So,
Dave, one more thing that I wanted to expand on is our lineup, okay?
Okay.
So when we look at Gateway Motors and we look at Sandhills Motors, on our nameplate we show 5 franchises right there.
There they are.
The franchise model that is not on there is our medium duty. So on the Ram side of it, we are now a medium duty dealer also, which means that we can do 4,500, 5,500 trucks, big ProMaster vans, and the big commercial side of the world.
More to choose from.
More to choose from. And just so you know, this is not the expansion that I told you I wasn't going to tell you about earlier.
Okay.
So
that seems shop related. Maybe. So we're talking Chevy, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram,
and then Ram
now,
medium duty.
Medium duties now.
Yes.
All right. Wow. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. We'll send it back to the studio.
All right, Dave, thank you very much. Boy, exciting things happening at Gateway Motors. Thanks, Thomas and crew, for joining us here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. 9:05 is the time. We're going to get caught up on some news, and then later in the hour, we'll be going live to Sumner to talk about all of their big festivities coming up over this 4th of July holiday weekend. So more to come on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Special Report.
The United States is rallying the world to stand with Ukraine.
President Biden moments ago in Madrid as NATO leaders wrapped up their summit after spending 2 days focusing on the war.
We provided Ukraine with nearly $7 billion in security assistance since I took office. The next few days, we intend to announce more than $800 million more, including new advanced Western air defense systems for Ukraine.
During a stop in Turkmenistan today, Vladimir Putin criticized NATO for approving membership for long-neutral countries Finland and Sweden. President Biden:
We're going to increase the NATO border by 800 miles along the Finnish-Russian border. Sweden is all in.
Mr. Biden says the U.S. will support Ukraine for, quote, as long as it takes. He vows the war will not end in victory for Russia. CBS News Special Report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
News from the NBA, where the Atlanta Hawks are acquiring all-star guard DeJounte Murray from the San Antonio Spurs for 3 first-round picks and forward Danilo Gallinari. The first-round picks are in 2023, 2025, and 2027, with the last 2 picks being unprotected. Murray just completed his 5th NBA season, averaging just over 21 points, 9 rebounds, and 8 assists. In baseball games of note, battle of division leaders in New York, Astros shut out the Mets 2-0. Guardians walk off with a 7-6 win over the Twins in 10. Cleveland moves 2 games back of Minnesota for first in the AL Central. Brewers beat the Rays 5-3. Marlins edge the Cardinals 4-3. So Milwaukee now has a game and a half lead on St. Louis for first in the NL Central. Dodgers defeat the Rockies 8-4. Padres shut out the Diamondbacks 4-0. LA's lead on San Diego remains a game and a half atop the NL West. Yankees beat the A's 5-3. Aaron Judge hit his major league-leading 29th home run of the season. And the Braves beat the Phillies 4-1. Atlanta moves just 3 games back of the Mets in the NL East race.
Here's your weatherology forecast. For today, we'll see a mixture of clouds and sunshine with high temperatures on the hot side working up into the mid-90s. Then for tonight, mostly cloudy, chance for showers and storms, a low of 63. For Friday, any lingering showers and storms ending early in the day, then partly sunny, not nearly as hot, mid-80s for high temperatures. For Saturday, we'll have highs approaching 90. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Carroll.
79 degrees and partly sunny at our KCNI KBBN studios. Well, they are set up and ready to go in Sumner, Nebraska. Boy, do they have things happening, especially this 4th of July holiday weekend. So we're going to find out all about it while we say good morning to Jeremy Shipe.
All right, thank you very much, Brent. Appreciate it. Yes, we are in Sumner, and we've got some great sponsors that are making this remote broadcast possible this morning. So before we get started, we want to make sure to thank those folks. They include Tubbs Pub. They'll be serving noon specials Monday to Friday and delicious prime rib every Friday and Saturday. 5 Points Bank with locations in Sumner, Grand Island, Kearney, Hastings, Lincoln, Elkhorn, and Omaha. No matter where you are, they are there to serve you. The Sumner Saddle Club invites you to the Sumner Rodeo, the 3rd and the 4th. Stryker Tractor in Eddyville with over 45 years of experience servicing and repairing tractors. Stevens Welding. Dwayne enjoys helping the community of Sumner and providing welding services to the area. Thank you as well to Custer County Feeders located in Oconto. They offer many possibilities for maximizing your cattle profits. Bowie Fertilizer with locations in Miller, Overton, and Riverdale. Bowie Fertilizer provides a large number of area farms with the tools for success. Thank you to Ed's Body Shop and Ed Nichols, helping to keep your vehicles looking their best. Slacker Heating and Air with Scott Slacker in Oconto now, but still a proud supporter of Sumner activities. Beatty Family Farms with the Jeff and Bart Beatty family supporting the community of Sumner, and Dittmer Custom Haying with Brian Dittmer serving the area with windrowing and baling of your hay. Thank you very much to all of those sponsors for making this remote broadcast this morning in Sumner possible. All right, I welcome in my guests, and I'm going to be adjusting some things here at the beginning. Make sure I've got your mics okay. But we've got Bruce and Kristen this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Glad to have you guys here. Boy, this is going to be exciting. You look at these I got to tell you, Brent, they handed me what they are calling the small poster. And what size is it? Is this 11 by 17? This is the small one. And it's got a lot of things going on. It's the July 4th celebration, but it's much more than July 4th.
That's right. We kicked off the celebration last weekend with our annual commercial club dinner. We served some tacos and had a turtle race afterwards, and that's really a fun time and kind of gets everything kicked off. But we have a solid weekend of 3 days full of things to do this upcoming weekend, starting on Saturday with volleyball and cornhole tournaments, and that's when the alumni banquet's going to be, and the Calcutta, and there's just tons to going on this weekend.
Awesome. And Bruce, thank you for hosting us this morning. I know you've got a lot going on over the weekend here at Tubbs Pub too.
Yeah, well, with the holiday on the weekend, it always makes it a busy time. But Friday and Saturday night, we're still serving prime rib, 5 to 9 p.m. Sunday, after the church services in the park, we're going to do a hot buffet and a salad bar here at Tubbs. And then we'll be opening up in the evening for sandwich menus and during the rodeo, and then street dance after the rodeo.
Okay, awesome. And if anyone ever just needs to come in and just enjoy a cold drink to cool down, because it looks like there's a possibility of warm weather, over July 4th weekend. Yeah. Real surprise there, but they can pop in.
It's a nice, cool place to come in and just sit and visit and enjoy a beverage or a snack. And, we'll be serving food all through the weekend.
Awesome. Well, let's dive right in and talk about some of these things that you folks that are listening can check out in Sumner this weekend. Great variety for the whole family.
Yeah, for sure. There's the two performances of the rodeo, the street dance. We had the community church last year, and everyone really enjoyed that. So we're hoping to have a really good turnout on that again this year on Sunday. Our parade theme this year is we didn't realize we were making memories. We just knew we were having fun. We think this really is a great theme for what Sumner's all about, the things that we do every year.
It seems like we do something different every year, but really we're just having fun together.
Yeah.
It's a great time for families. There's something for everyone. We have games for the kids if they want to compete or have fun and looking for coins in a sand pile, those kind of things.
Well, and sometimes with parade themes, you think, wow, that's a great sounding theme, but how do I make a float or play off of that? This one's wide open.
Yeah. Just get out there and have some fun.
Yeah.
Show off your nice car, put your family on the street and have some fun together. You'll see a lot of fun people, a lot of happy people. It's just a good time to be out and about. In a good old-fashioned celebration.
Great.
It's about the traditions and the, being with your family and the barbecues and the everything that, we do every year. It's
one of the fun things that I like to do after the parade is I'll run around town and catch people in the yard and maybe give them some treats or something. But it's just really nice to see family groups gathering up together and just enjoying the weather and the company of being together. And the kids can go play in the splash pad or, swing or slide in the park, and everybody's just kind of chilling and having a good time together.
Well, and it always happens this way in every community that I've visited. But when there's a parade going on, it about, sometimes 2 to 3 hours before, because the chairs are staked out for the favorite spots, right? It's every community is that way. You got to get your favorite spot.
Yeah, those front seats along the parade route in Sumner go pretty early.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and you don't really have to worry about where the parade route is. You can use, if there's a chair there,
you know where
there's someone that knows what's going on that put that chair there.
That's right.
So on the afternoon of the 4th, we are going to have a firecracker festival, which we kind of did this last year as well, and it was a great event. We're having the Spider Mountain climb come, where the kids can do bungee jumping and climbing walls and all sorts of fun things on that huge contraption. I think the climbing walls are like 25 feet tall. But there will be a mechanical bowl, a water slide, and some interactive game as well. But new this year, we added axe throwing. That is good for adults as well as little kids. There's going to be a kind of a plastic setup for the littles to participate in that. There'll be karaoke. There will be live entertainment in the park, music down there, and that's the Fireman's Barbecue that afternoon. I think all of those things added together will create a great festive. I think a firecracker festival is a great way to describe it. Lots of fun things to do during that time.
It is. It's a lot of fun. That money pile when the kids, dig for coins in a truckload of sand. I've never seen a truckload of sand get flattened out that fast.
That's how we should be spreading it out, right?
Yeah.
And they have a lot of fun with that.
They sure do.
Well, in the axe throwing, there's quite a few people in central Nebraska that are getting pretty good at axe throwing because it's just really come on and is super popular. People love it.
Yes. So the vendor is Axe Kickers out of Broken Bow, and they have recently started a league up in Callaway at Shotgun Annie's up there. So they know what they're doing, and there's a lot of like you said, there's a lot of people that are kind of getting into the axe throwing competitively. So it'll be a fun addition.
Yeah, that'll be awesome. And then to round it out on Monday, you've got some great entertainment. And what I like about this is if people have to be at work on Tuesday, you start the entertainment at a good time to where they're not going to have red eyes in the morning.
Well,
right.
Yeah, it does end up being a long day. Of course, the fireworks, you have to wait till dusk for that to happen. And, this time of year, that gets to be 10 o'clock. But it's again, people bring it's just another way for that people make memories. That's where I've spent the last 15 years with my kids on the ballpark, at the ballpark watching the fireworks on a blanket, and with my family. And I think everybody does. Not everybody, but everybody does that.
Yeah, those are great memories because, I remember as a youth here in Sumner, we'd lay on the ground and watch those fireworks go off, and it's an amazing thing. I've been to a lot of different fireworks shows over the years, and Sumner's on par with any of them. I mean, it's a really good show.
Well, and you can't beat a fireworks show where when it's over, you can mull around and talk to people that from the area and meet some new people too.
That's right.
You can never take in too many fireworks shows.
No,
you'll make friends in Sumner.
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. Well, we kind of did a little bit of a graze over a few different things, but I wanted to talk about this Splash Run 5K on Saturday. Yeah. There's so many different types of runs these days.
Yes, there sure are, and unfortunately this year we had to cancel ours.
Oh, okay.
We just didn't have the registrations there, but we would like to mention our friend Colton Eggleston. The Colton's Crusaders, they are hosting a 5K run on July 2nd as well. I believe they're still taking registrations for that, and if you want to contact Danny Eggleston from Ocano to register for that. So there is that activity to replace that, and
Great.
so
you can still get your running fix in.
Yeah, so there are lots of races.
If that's how you yourself start your morning, then that is for you, and I think that's a run walk as well. So
yes,
it'd be a good way to start your day before, because I know you have a lot of people that come from that direction down the highway.
Yes, yes, we sure do. And another new event, I guess, that everyone it's very popular, I guess, is the cornhole tournament. We do have this year. They are going to have a amateur league or an amateur competition and a professional or whatever you want to call it. So there are so many registrations that they decided to split it into the two a competitive league and an amateur league. So that starts at 5 o'clock, and that's going to be over at the ball field, the baseball field, and that's a walk-up event. You don't have to pre-register or anything for that, but just show up a little bit before 5 o'clock so that they can get you signed up, and that's a fun day.
Yeah, Saturday is a lot of competitions going on with the co-ed sand volleyball and the cornhole tourney. Those cornhole folks that's pretty fun competition. There's a lot of technique to that, and it's fun to watch.
Yeah, definitely. And there's all kinds of different competitive things here over the celebration schedule for people of all abilities, or what you're comfortable doing,
right?
From just swinging your arm back and forth to jumping in some sand.
Too.
Exactly. Yeah, something for everybody. It's a fun time. It's a family-friendly celebration. We've got 250, 300 people that live in Sumner, and I don't know how many thousands we draw every year, but it's just a fun time for people to be together and enjoy the warm weather and the cool drinks and the good food.
Yeah, it'd be cool if you could somehow get a count of how many people line the street, but that would be quite the task.
It would be. We, our parade is one of the biggest parades in the state. We usually have over 100 entries.
Wow.
And it's a good. It starts at 10:30 in the morning. We are not usually done before noon. And they keep a good pace. It's not a boring parade, and it draws a lot of people, and we estimate around 3,000 people here for the parade normally. So
and that takes some time to build up that amount of entries that come back each year.
Yeah, and I wish I knew what the number was. I think it's 75 plus, I think, years that they've been doing the parade. Is that right?
Yeah. Well, and that takes the dedication of a lot of people over the years.
It sure does.
Keeping their foot on the gas and keeping schedules like this coming out each year, doesn't it?
Yeah, it takes a lot. It takes, a village to do it. So.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. What else do we want to hit on here, just to make sure that we catch all the audiences out there that would like to try some of these things or attend some of these items?
Well, I think if you just enjoy being out and about on the 4th of July in a place that's comfortable for families and couples, and if you just happen to be in the area and want to see something interesting, the rodeo, the 2 rounds on the rodeo always draws a good crowd. It's fun to watch these folks compete, and there's something there for everyone. I mean, you get the buck and broncs, and you have the little kid competitions and so forth, and it's a lot of fun. The street dance on Sunday night, that's just a good time to get together and kick your heels up a little bit. I always, probably my favorite event of the whole 4th of July is the parade.
Yeah.
You see everything. We have guys that bring their tractors in and drive it down the parade route, or the fertilizer rigs and some of the big equipment that's used in production agriculture. And then you'll see families that just decorate a float and get involved.
Yeah.
And that's what we want to see, is just people getting out and having a good time. And Sumner is the place to be on the 4th of July.
Well, and a lot of the time it's not really so much about having a plan when you come in and really knowing the schedule. Just start with showing up for the parade.
Right.
And then everything just kind of takes form after that. A lot of the time you don't even really have to look at the schedule, because
just follow the crowd.
Right, yeah.
That's right.
We're small enough geographically that you can see what's going on. So.
Just walk up and down a couple of blocks, and you'll find something.
Just look down the street. You'll see where the action's at.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be a blast. It should be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
yes, it will be. It will be.
Let's see, what else?
We haven't spoken about the alumni banquet. That's on going to be on Saturday, July the 2nd at 5:30. That is at the school, and they are actually celebrating a 100-year anniversary of the brick schoolhouse, the original building of the schoolhouse over there. They're honoring that this year, and then of course the honor classes for the reunion are those of us that graduated in a year ending in the year 2. Yeah. So
cool.
And there's several of those gatherings around the community and kind of around the area too, as classes get together. to celebrate each other. You know, I mean, we spent a lot of time together in school, and it's fun to see everybody again, kind of get caught up with families and work and just their lives in general. So the alumni banquet, I think we've got something like 120 people enrolled right now, and there's usually more that show up. And then there's also the classes that get together somewhere over the weekend that maybe don't even get a chance to attend the banquet, but they get together as a class.
Well, and there's nothing like a small town class reunion because, you know, it's just, you know, it just means more. You know, I graduated in 2010, not from a humongous school, Class C school, but I haven't seen a lot of those people since the day I walked out of that gym. And, you know, it's just, it's great to see small communities come together and have those celebrations when their classes were a quarter of that size. And almost always everyone shows up.
Yeah, and it's really good, you know. When my husband had his class reunion, you know, they were upset that maybe one of the 12s wasn't there, you know, so.
You know, Sumner's not a large community, but so we've been graduating a lot of smaller classes over the years, but we've been doing this for more than 100 years. So there's a lot of people that grew up here and have a story that connects with Sumner somehow. And the alumni banquet and just the 4th of July holiday is really a nice time just to reconnect. Spend time with the people you grew up with, spend time with your family. And even if you don't have a history connection with Sumner, just come and enjoy the time together. You'll meet people that probably you even know in your life outside of this celebration, and you'll reconnect and have fun with people that maybe you've never met. So.
Well, and that's kind of a good reminder. You know, the schedule is just that. It's a schedule. It's kind of a guide, but so much of the fun happens away from the schedule. It's the things in between and the conversations that you can have, and whether you're from here originally or not, you can come and learn something and have some fun.
Yeah, and don't worry about, you know, food and beverages. We'll have all that stuff around town for you. There's several groups doing different eating events. Tubs will be open. We'll have an air-conditioned building to sit down and enjoy a nice beverage or a snack or a meal. And you know, we're excited about the buffet lunch on Sunday after the community church service, because you know, we're not open normally on Sundays, but this is a chance to serve the community on Sunday this week.
Great. Anything else that we haven't talked about and kind of hopping around here that we want to make sure we mention?
I think the Calcutta, that's at a new location this year. That's at 7:30 on July the 2nd. They are going to be down at the community hall this year, and that there's going to be a free will donation meal there. And you know, you just come in and bet on your favorite cowboy. You know, that's how they add to the pot, I think, for their competitors. So it's a fun night, and you know, they auction off those cowboys. So
there's a lot of smack talk that goes on.
Yeah, there sure is.
What I've discovered.
Yeah, it's a great way to support the rodeo club and those folks that get out there and to entertain people on those rides.
So there's a lot of passion that goes into those rodeo performances,
yes,
right?
Sure.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, and it's the people showing up and, you know, bidding at the Calcutta and showing up for the rodeo and being here in town that makes us able to do it again next year. You know what I mean? That's what keeps it going, is the people that come here to enjoy just a nice family-friendly hometown celebration.
All right, great. Anything else, you two?
Come to Sumner. We'd love to see you.
Simple
Come down
message.
and enjoy this holiday with us. We'd love to see you here at Sumner.
Great. Well, it's a great schedule, and if people want to check out this schedule, is there a place they can do so?
Yes. So the Sumner Commercial Club has a Facebook page, and that has the current schedule. I updated it this morning, and you know, just follow that. There's an event, and we've got links to the information for the volleyball and for the cornhole and for all the other stuff going on there. So, yep. Again, that's the Sumner Commercial Club on Facebook.
And if they have any questions about the schedule or where something is or who they should talk to, is there a good direction to go with that, or just kind of ask somebody? Yeah, I mean, a lot of people in the community will know.
Yeah, a lot of people in the community will know. But however, if you do have a question about a specific thing, you can call Kristen. That's me, Kristen Triplett, 308-360-0626.
All right.
Yep.
Awesome.
Or stop in at Tubbs and somebody here will.
Yeah, call or stop in at Tubbs. Our phone number here is 308-752-9925. And we can recite off of the schedule whatever questions you have. We've also got posters up in communities around the area, so kind of watch those public bulletin boards, and you will probably find a Sumner Celebration poster, the small version.
Yeah, the small version, the 11 by 17 version.
Right.
What's the big version?
They're
Like
out
the
front
size
on the
of
building.
Size of a car or something? Okay. Well, and normally you say, you don't need to know where Tubbs is, just look for all the cars. But
Right.
this weekend, there's going to be cars everywhere.
Yeah.
Cars
So
everywhere.
you got to
Yeah.
look a little bit harder.
It'll be fun.
That'll be
yeah,
great.
Just follow the crowd. You'll have fun.
All right. Well, Bruce, thanks for hosting us this morning.
You bet.
It was great talking to you, too, and I hope it's a wonderful weekend for you. I know we'll have somebody driving over a car to throw out some Jolly Ranchers in the parade.
That's right.
Something for the older crowd.
Something for everybody.
Tend to see like the 10-plus-year-old kids and the adults running for the Jolly Ranchers
Oh, yeah.
quite a bit. So
There's a lot of good treats come out of that parade.
Yeah.
My favorite is the strawberry candies,
Oh,
the hard
the ones
candy.
that look like a strawberry.
Yeah,
to have the,
yeah.
Okay.
So just a hint.
Okay, all right. There you go. Well, before we close our broadcast, we want to thank our sponsors that made it possible for us to be here this morning. They include Dittmer Custom Haying, Beatty Family Farms, Slacker Heating and Air, Ed's Body Shop, Bowie Fertilizer, Custer County Feeders, Stevens Welding, Stryker Tractor in Eddyville, the Sumner Saddle Club, 5 Points Bank, and our hosts this morning, Tubbs Pub. Thanks, Kristen and Bruce.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. We'll send it back to the studio to Brent.
All right, Jeremy, thank you very much. Man, we just love going to our area communities and talking about these celebrations. A lot going on in Sumner over the 4th of July holiday weekend, and we hope that you're able to take advantage of some of those activities. We're going to take a break. We still have a couple of more things to talk about before we close out the show, and we'll do that right after this.
The Secret Garden, a secret that just can't be kept. Visit them this Saturday only at Myrna Heritage Days with their trailer serving up smoothies and frozen lattes. They invite everyone to Myrna Heritage Days this Saturday. The Secret Garden.
What is HiBid? HiBid gives you access to thousands of auctions across the U.S. and around the world. Art and antiques, coins and collectibles, computers and electronics, toys and tools. You can find it all at HiBid.com. Even exotic cars, fine jewelry, and real estate. Browse the most popular auctions, search for the exact item you want, or just explore the site. It's easy to use and it's easy to bid. Go to HiBid.com and find what you're looking for today.
Well, boy, there are just so many things going on this weekend. And one of the things going on is going to happen on Sunday. I love doing that. It's the races. Dawson County Raceway going to be lit up on Sunday. Yeah, and boy, a big day and night of racing is what they have planned. In fact, they're going to go double features for the hobby stock cars, and modifieds coming up on June 5th. So make sure you're there to enjoy the racing on Dawson County Raceway. This is Sunday. I don't know where. Okay, it says double features from hobby stock cars, and modifieds from June 5th. Okay, and they'll be doing that on Sunday at Dawson County Raceway in Lexington. Also, our good friend Chad Dolan. He's going to be there kind of representing Kearney's Cruise Night. They're going to have some cars from the Cruise Night there to show off at the Dawson County Raceway in Lexington facility there. They'll be in the courtyard with those vehicles, and they're bringing in Dale Earnhardt Sr. Street Legal car to show off too. So check that out. They're going to get an early start on the races, and this is what we really want to promote. Races are going to start at 5 o'clock. The grandstands will be opening up, I believe, at 3, since they're going to go with an early start time at 5. It's a great family event. Adults $12, ages 6 to 11, $5. You can get pit passes for $30, ages 10 and under, for pit pass $10, and they plan to see you at the races. So enjoy it on Sunday at Dawson County Raceway in Lexington. Of course, as we think about 4th of July coming up, obviously you think about fireworks, and we want to remind you that Hot Rocket Fireworks has locations in Kearney, Lexington, Cozad, Gothenburg, and here in Broken Bow. Hot Rocket Fireworks has more product than ever before, and because of this, all of the buy one, get one free deals are back this year. Whistling artillery shells, buy one, get one free. Smoke balls, buy one bag or buy a box and get one free. 200-gram multi-shots, buy one, get one free. And, of course, their most popular, the 300-shot Saturn missiles, buy one, get one free. You can find those great deals at Hot Rocket Fireworks, again with locations in Kearney, Lexington, Cozad, Gothenburg, and in Broken Bow. Well, there you go, folks. That's going to wrap it up for the show here today. Tomorrow we've got more communities that we'll be going to and visiting with to find out about their celebrations coming up this weekend. So we look forward to doing that tomorrow on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Thanks for listening today. Enjoy the rest of your day, everybody, and we'll visit with you again tomorrow.
Thank you.